they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Gordon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Open man is Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Again, Jackson. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Tannehill. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That one caught out wide by Julio. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Dobbins. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Dobbins once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play action. It's Tannehill. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Tannehill. And this will be caught by Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, it's Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line is executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
His throw caught. Another 6. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now a throw here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Busy night for Henry continues. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.